So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 4 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I want to dive into today includes a new game FPS boost update out now, Superman PlayStation 5 exclusive title, PlayStation 5 potentially getting an audio overhaul, and PlayStation boss gets honored. First, yes or no, would you want a Superman game from PlayStation? We're going to talk about this in the video, obviously, but I'm curious if you guys actually want a Superman game or not. I'd personally take one easy, but it's always been a bit tricky to make a Superman game. However, if Sony was making this, I'd have more confidence in a great game being made, but that's just personally me. What about you guys? So comment below yes or no if you'd want a Superman game from PlayStation or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now diving into the first story of the video, PlayStation boss gets honored. Reading from game developer, Sony Interactive Entertainment veteran Shuhei Yoshida will be honored with the BAFTA Fellowship Award at this year's BAFTA Games Awards on March 30th, 2023. During his years at the company, Yoshida has become synonymous with PlayStation, serving as head of Sony Interactive Worldwide Studios for over a decade before stepping down from that role in 2019 to lead a new initiative that focused on celebrating external developers. BAFTA said the Fellowship Award is its most prestigious honor and recognizes those who have made an outstanding contribution to the games industry. Shuhei Yoshida is a pioneer in the games world and is hugely deserving of a BAFTA fellowship, said BAFTA CEO Jane Millichip. His collaborative support approach continues to drive progress within the industry, using his platform to promote the voices and craft of others and champion the work of independent designers, studios, and creatives. So, Shuhei is definitely deserving of being honored for his work at PlayStation. I personally love his indie focus era, the last 4 years showcasing new and interesting games. He genuinely seems to be enjoying himself, meeting new studios and trying out new games and recommending games to his audience online as well. So, congratulations to Shuhei on this honor. Now, diving into the second story of the video, a Superman PlayStation 5 exclusive game in the works according to new documents. Reading from IGN, Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard has been confusing global officials for over a year. What's even more confusing is a reference to PlayStation Superman in a case underway in the UK. The legal team representing Microsoft referenced a PlayStation Superman game in a document responding to the Competition and Markets Authority CMA provisional findings regarding concerns the company's nearly $70 billion acquisition of the publisher may render Activision Blizzard games exclusive to Xbox should the merger go through. But that reference was most likely a typo. In section 2.20, where it discusses the impact the merger will have on PlayStation exclusive titles on Xbox console sales, it wrote, "This applies for big titles like God of War and Superman. There has never been evidence that exclusivity of one single franchise can drive console sales. The problem is, a Superman game hasn't been made for the PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. In fact, the last time a Superman game was made for a PlayStation console was Superman Returns, the video game adaptation of the 2006 movie of the same name, starring Brandon Routh as the Man of Steel for the PlayStation 2. So, realistically, what happened is, as they say here, they mistook Spider-Man and wrote Superman instead there. This seems to be more clear when they reference God of War alongside it. Both Spider-Man and God of War released in 2018. Again, I'd personally take a Superman game from Sony any day, but this isn't a confirmation of it happening. But you guys let me know if you think this was a mistake or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the third story of the video, is there a potential PlayStation 5 audio overhaul coming? Reading from Audio Kinetic's blog, Audio Kinetic and Dolby announced today that they are working to create a deeper integration of Dolby Atmos in the WY's pipeline, making workflows easier for developers to add new dimensions to their game. Together, we will continue to focus on bringing developers a standardized way to produce and deliver spatial interactive audio content for games that is adaptive across across devices and platforms. Audiokinetic brings with WYs the methodology and toolset for producing and integrating object-based audio, and Dolby with Dolby Atmos brings a standardized playback environment that best leverages such audio for the delight of the end users. The Dolby Atmos mobile plugin for use with WYs, previously only available in closed beta, is now available to all developers. Developers that are implementing spatial audio are instantly reaping rewards from augmenting the sense of presence and achieving dramatic increase in player engagement. With WY's native support for object-based audio, we are enabling game developers to produce their audio content in a way that maximizes the directionality of the sound emitters, which greatly enhance the game experience, especially when delivered in Dolby Atmos, said Simon Ashby, head of product at Audiokinetic. So, Audiokinetic is a Sony Interactive Entertainment studio. This isn't Sony as a whole. This is PlayStation specifically that owns them. So, this partnership should benefit games on PlayStation. The funny thing is that 2 years ago, we heard that Microsoft mistakenly published that they had an exclusive deal for Dolby Atmos for the next 2 years. This was 2 years ago in March of 2021. Literally 2 years later, in March now, we're hearing about a PlayStation studio partnering with Dolby for Dolby Atmos tools in games. The timing is just interesting considering they said they never had an exclusive deal. It's just interesting. From my understanding though, the PlayStation 5 has Dolby Atmos for video content but not games. They use their custom Tempest audio for that. Things there look like they could potentially change. And now diving into the final story of the video, PlayStation 5 FPS Game Boost update now live. So this is a short one, reading from Push Square. FPS Far Cry 5 upgraded to 60 FPS with PlayStation 5 patch. As expected, Far Cry 5 will now run at 60 frames per second on PlayStation 5 as part of a patch that optimizes the PlayStation 4 game on Sony's new-gen console. The update is available to download now and is deploying ahead of a free weekend for the release, scheduled to run March 23rd to March 27th. So, I've never personally played Far Cry 5. I couldn't even finish 4. 3 was one of my favorite games in the PlayStation 3 360 era. Is actually one of my favorite games ever made personally. Far Cry 5 is actually on PlayStation Plus. If people want to get into it and you don't want to pay for it or buy it, it's on PlayStation Plus. I could potentially catch up with the series since both 4 and 5 are on PlayStation Plus, and I'm currently too busy right now to do that, because I'm playing PlayStation VR 2 most of my time, all of my time actually. But when things get quiet, maybe sometime in the summer, maybe I'll take some time to check out the franchise again. Not saying I'll go through it, but maybe check out the franchise again. And maybe by that time, Far Cry 6 will also be on PlayStation Plus, and DualSense will just pull me over to try it out. But you guys let me know if you're fans of Far Cry or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is the body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "The weekend is here." It's Friday. The weekend is here. I'm going to dive into some more PlayStation VR 2. Resident Evil 4 comes out next week. I'm still deciding if I want to play that first on flat screen or wait for the PlayStation VR 2 version. I might not be able to wait, but we'll see. But regardless of all that, if you're excited for the weekend, destroy the comment section with "The weekend is here." And I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.